सबैजनालाई नमस्कार। म सन्तोष सुवेदी। आज म कक्षा 12 को अप्सनल इङ्ग्लिस अर्थात् मेजर इङ्ग्लिस अन्तर्गत भर्खरै मात्र राष्ट्रिय परीक्षा बोर्डले सार्वजनिक गरेको मोडल क्वेसन्सको उत्तरहरू लिएर तपाईहरुको बीचमा आएको छु। आशा छ यो भिडियोले अर्थात् यो भिडियो मार्फत मैले गरेको प्रयासले कक्षा 12 को ऐच्छिक अंग्रेजी अर्थात् मेजर इङ्ग्लिसको परीक्षाको तयारी गरिराख्नु भएको विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई अवश्य नै सहयोग पुग्नेछ। तपाईहरु स्क्रिनमा देखिराख्नु भएको छ एनईबीले हालसालै सार्वजनिक गरेको मोडल क्वेसन, जहाँ 40 पूर्णाङ्कको परीक्षा लिने र त्यसको समयावधि 1 घण्टा 30 मिनेट हुने गरी बनाइएको छ। 3 वटा ग्रुपमा प्रश्नलाई विभाजन गरिएको छ। त्यो मध्ये मैले आज ग्रुप ए अन्तर्गतको क्वेशन नम्बर 1, 2, 3 मा सोधिएका सबै 6 वटा प्रश्नको उत्तर तयारी गरेर तपाईहरुको बीचमा आइरहेको छु। लागौं प्रश्न नम्बर 1 तर्फ। ग्रुप ए को पहिलो क्वेशन, हाउ डज द नोभेल द ग्रेट ग्याट्सबी रिप्रेजेन्ट the dream of American people? And its answer is, through this novel, Switzerland conveys that the American dream cannot be fully attained because those who believe in it are constantly striving for something better than themselves. It demonstrates that it is dangerous for one to reach for something more than what is given and expresses the idea that if people become so involved in materialistic things, they are not guaranteed happiness. Gatsby's desire to achieve more than what he had ultimately led to his downfall, demonstrating that infinite success is not possible, is portrayed in the stock market crash preceding the Great Depression. Gatsby is a clear embodiment of the American dream. He was born poor and rose to achieve a higher wealth and social status. Nick explains Gatsby's parents were shiftless and unsuccessful farm people. For over a year, he had been beating his way along the south shore of Lake Superior as a clam digger and a salmon fisher, or in any other capacity that brought him food and a bed. Although Gatsby started his life of poor, he was able to earn his way up to being rich by working with Dan Cody. His strong work ethic and ambition to achieve Daisy's love served him well in attempting to banish his poverty-stricken past. The contrast between Gatsby's lifestyle in the past and the present is demonstrated when Nick describes Gatsby's mansion, a factual imitation of some hotel de ville in Normandy, with a tower on one side, spanking new mansion, a factual imitation of some hotel de ville in Normandy, with a tower on one side, spanking new under a thin beard of Ravi and marble swimming pool and more than 40 acres of land and garden. It's the American dream is the hope that anyone can earn success if they work hard enough. Gatsby's love for Daisy led him to achieve extravagant wealth. In the sense of rising up social rank and obtaining financial success, Gatsby achieved the American dream. Switzerland attempts to make readers see that because the American dream is the constant desire for something better, to fully achieve the American dream is impossible. विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, अमेरिकन ड्रिम भनिसकेपछि त्यो लग्जरियस लाइफ, प्रशस्त धन सम्पत्ति, ऐश आराम, समाजमा मान प्रतिष्ठा भन्ने कुरालाई चाहिँ सम्झिनुपर्छ। आई एम जस्ट मुभिङ टु नेक्स्ट क्वेसन. हाउ डु यु जस्टिफाई Chekhov's statement, unhappy men are selfish? How do you apply it to Dr. Kirilov? Discuss in detail. It is asked from enemies, the textbook from the textbook Encounter. Enemy is a short story written by Anton Chekhov. The story suggests that grief and misery do not bring people together to share, but force them apart. Pain is egoistic. You can say it as a main theme of this story. Now let's consult with the questions. Kirilov is a district doctor. His 6-year-old son had just died of diphtheria. He stands watching his unconscious wife near the dead body. The doorbell rings and a wealthy stranger, Abugin, enters begging the doctor to come to treat his wife, who is in great pain. Kirilov says that he cannot possibly leave his wife at this time. Abugin requests to treat his wife in the name of humanity. Kirilov forgets his social responsibility as a doctor and is absorbed in his own pain and grief. On the other hand, Abugin thinks that his grief is worse than the doctor's. However, after much request, Kirilov unwillingly goes with Abugin in his carriage. But when they arrive at Abugin's house, his wife is not at home. She pretended to be ill in order to run away with her lover. Abugin is sad and begins to complain to Kirilov. Kirilov is angry and he does not like to hear the grief of Abugin. He thinks that Abugin played a joke with him. They scream at one another and the doctor returns home, crossing the rich people like Abugin and forming a deep-rooted enmity towards them. In unhappiness from this situation, in unhappiness, both become selfish, weak, unjust, and unable to understand each other. Pain and anxiety made them egoistic and selfish. However, we sympathize with Dr. Kirilov because his loss is greater than Abugin. In this way, you can justify unhappy men are selfish. I'm just moving towards the next question. What type of character was Tom Buchan? Write in brief. Okay. In the novel The Great Gatsby, Tom Buchanan is characterized. It's powerfully built in hailing from a society, solid old family. Tom is an arrogant, hypocritical bully. His social attitudes are laced with racism and sexism, and he never even considers trying to live up to the moral standard he demands from those around him. Tom, though his origin is West in the novel, he represents the long established wealthy person of the East. He is a rich man of Chicago who chases Daisy, the dream of Gatsby. He is a selfish, brutal, crooked, and proud. He is proud of possessing not only great wealth and beautiful wife, but also an energetic mistress. He is dominating, supercilious, hypocritical, cold-hearted, and aristocratic bully. The next question: how was next tea party? It is also from the novel The Great Gatsby. According to the drama, it rains on the day of next tea party, or we may say meeting, when Gatsby and Daisy are to meet. and Gatsby become extremely nervous. The meeting takes place at Nick's house, and initially their conversation is stilted and awkward. They are all inex- inexplicably embarrassed. There are tears of happiness on Daisy's cheeks. Gatsby is glowing. When the rain stops and Gatsby invites Nick and Daisy over to his house, where he shows them his possession, Daisy is overwhelmed by his luxurious lifestyle. Gatsby tells Daisy about his long nights spent outside, starting at the green light at the inn of her dog, dreaming about their future happiness. In conclusion, we can say that Nick's tea party was an opportunity to Gatsby and Daisy to meet after a long time. They were in relation in their past and express an opportunity to express their feelings, emotion, love. Next question. What were the working conditions of the old man like? It is from the big fish from Encounter. The old man is a representative figure of those who are working in a factory. The working condition of the old man wasn't very good and easy one. He was undergoing with difficult and miserable conditions. He had to be busy from morning to evening and had dedicated most of his time towards the workplace. He was an iron worker in Nanking dockyard and had worked there for 30 years. He didn't get any free time. Even he didn't have time to care his sick wife and to buy the food. In this way, we can say that the working condition of the old man was miserable and difficult one. Okay, next question. Write in brief about Lolo Giraffe. It's taken from the jar. The jar is primarily the story of Lolo Giraffe and Jidima and its comic plight. Lolo Giraffe is a farmer who is very mean and greedy. He is very obstinate, obsessive, and stupid fellow. Lolo is such a man who wants to show that he is always right and others are wrong. He quarrels with everyone for every trifle and rushes to the court to file the case. He has ruined half of his property by paying the charges of court and lawyers. Even he loses the case every time. विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, मैले दोस्रो भागमा ग्रुप बी र अर्को भागमा ग्रुप सी का प्रश्नका उत्तरहरू 9 प्रश्नपत्रका उत्तरहरू चाहिँ लिएर आउने नै छु। साथसाथै कक्षा 12 को अन्य टपिक्स रिलेटेड भिडियोहरू हेर्नको लागि पनि प्लिज डोन्ट फर्गेट टु सब्स्क्राइब माई च्यानल इन युट्युबमा गएर मेरो च्यानल सन्तोष सुवेदीलाई सब्स्क्राइब गरिदिनु हुन म अनुरोध गर्दछु। धन्यवाद। बाँकी अरू भिडियोमा हामीले छलफल गर्नेछौँ।